Yeah, Kendrick really put the pipe down on Drake with that last diss. But again, I'm tired of the cats dissing each other, and I don't find them to be relevant. We got wars going on. We got college protests. We got shootings. We got police brutality. We got racism, poverty. Why isn't Kendrick Lamar talking about that? Why isn't Drake talking about that? Why isn't J. Cole others talking about it? Why is it the same old same? Who cares about a mindless beef, which you're not even battling on wax no more? You're clout chasing, you're all streaming, you're all selling a false dream. Listen, for the record, Kendrick can wax Drake without trying, but that's not his jurisdiction or lane. They two different type of MCs. So it looks a bit whack on Kendrick's part to go after him. Drake is obviously playing out his element. But you see, when you're trying to start some juice, because you know it's just like watching wrestling. It's like TV wrestling. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You ain't gonna do nothing. You're gonna do what the master wants you to do because there's bought and paid folk. They are slaves on the Hollywood plantation. And if it's time to make a little corny diss tracks, especially when it's really no real clap back and get back. You don't end nobody's career by dissing them, especially when you establish. Because as hard as Nas dissed Jay Z, Jay Z ended up being bigger. How did Ether turn out? And I thought Ether's one of the coldest diss tracks. Or when Ice Cube dissed all NWA. How'd it turn out? Easy went on and got Bone Thugs and Harmony. NWA still had number one album, and they got big, and he had a solo career, and he was still getting paid off of Dre. And you know how legendary Ice Cube's career turned out on his way, but how did Dr. Dre was getting Snoop and everything on Death Row, and then Aftermath, and then later Eminem and all that, and working with Pac and others in between. How and the Chronic, how'd it turn out? So dissing don't really take your career out. Now you may mention LL Cool J and Cannabis. Cannabis was a cool rapper, what have you, but usually it's cats that are kind of middle tier. They might do something. You know, of course, people are going to throw T.I. a little flip or something like that at me or something like that. Little flip got in there, um, with that situation. Yeah, if you, what I call a middle of the road, if you go after somebody that's kind of middle of the road, but when you're talking about cats that's been around, ain't nobody going to get sunk, you know. Common didn't sink Ice Cube. Ice Cube didn't sink Common. The same thing with Be Real and Cypress Hill, keeping all that. Just like DJ Quick and MC8. You diss, it don't really mean nothing. Because LL Cool J got dissed by Kumo D back and forth. Kumo D did win with all those L's, but the agenda is to push an agenda. So it don't really make no difference. Just like LL Cool J and Ice-T went at it back in the day. Now they be on the same lot making films. So start reading too much into that. You got wars, you have racism, you have poverty, you have people going without things. You know, time to hear no two turkeys that are getting bought and paid off by the master plantation dissing each other when you got bigger fish to fry in this world. So stop listening to it. And if nothing else, with the deaths that have accumulated over since the 90s on to now with so-called beasts, because cats take it personal and getting their feelings and want to go pull something out on people. We really ain't got no time for that. There's an agenda at work. And of course, that's the Hollywood music industry plantation. Figure that's one way they can break black folks down, especially black men. That's what they do better than anything. It ain't about no uplift. Better watch the poison that's being spread around. Please like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments. And I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another shit if you feel like I'm out. Peace.